What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. In today's video, I'm very excited because I have some bits from the new ColourPop collaboration with the Powerpuff Girls. I am so stoked for this. The Powerpuff Girls was like my childhood. Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Ed and Eddie with the plank and everything. Oh my God, literally just, that was my entire childhood. So if you don't know, ColourPop recently collaborated with the Powerpuff Girls. They brought out a bunch of different bits. I didn't pick up the full collection because some of the things, they had like clear lip glosses. Not really for me. What else did they have? They had a couple of blush shade palettes, a couple of these color sticks, but I only picked up one. The palette, which is like the main product from the collection, and they had hair clips. These hair clips cost me $5 and I don't quite know how to feel about that, but I'm also very, very happy that I have them. And yeah, I went for, oh my God, what was her name? What was her name? Doesn't even say. You have Bubbles. Oh my God, here's me talking about how much I love the Powerpuff Girls, and all I can remember is Bubbles, Blossom, I need to check what the other one was called. Buttercup. I got the Buttercup ones. Because I mean, we all know how I feel about clips and headbands, and I saw these and I was like, okay, you know what? On this one occasion, I will spend £5 on hair clips just so I can do this. Oh, this is why I wore the yellow. Yes. Do I look cute? Don't say no. So yeah, today, you all know the drill. I'm gonna be trying these babies out, putting them on my face, and letting you guys know my thoughts. So let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna need you to come closer, please. Perfect. So before I do anything, I am just going to brush up my brows. You guys may notice I have covered it up with a little bit of concealer. I'm getting rid of the end bit of my microblading here. I think just because my eyebrow shape changes and all that, and I don't know, I feel like this tail, this is probably boring to some of you, this tail's a little bit lower than the other one now, I guess because of like Botox or whatever, but either way, my eyebrows have grown in a lot now, so I'm getting rid of this little bits, so it's a little bit scabby, but just ignore that. You probably wouldn't have even noticed if I didn't bring attention to it, but there we go. So I'm just taking the Pink Honey Brow Glue, and I'm gonna slick the brows up. And then, as always, I'm just gonna get a wipe and just get rid of a little bit of soap around my brows, just because sometimes it can just look a little bit dodge. All right, so first of all, I'm gonna show you guys the palette. So like I said, this is like the main star of the collaboration, I guess. And this is what it looks like. Got all the colors, you got the pinks, you got the greens, you got the blues. I'm obviously loving the blues and the greens. This shade here, this super glittery one called Super Friends. It's like, oh, look at that. That looks so nice. It's like, it's almost like lilac as well. Okay, interesting. Let's just do a whole load of swatches. Let's go in for Girls Rock, Pokey Oaks. Oh, that feels good. And then Townsville, nice. I'm a bit shaky today. We also have the Fashionistas, and I'll do a bunch of swatches here. Nice, nice. Whoa, okay, that's pretty intense. And then this pink here, it's a little bit sheer, but actually the color of it is really nice. I need to get a thesaurus out or something just so I'm not saying nice every 5 seconds. Let's just swatch all of them. Frenemy, Professor Utonium, Silico. Oh, I was excited by that one, but it looks a little bit chalky. Chemical X. We all know that the swatches on your arms aren't the same as your eyes, but still, oh my God, that was the worst swatch in the world. Yeah, look at that. That looks a bit naff. That, however, the shimmer looks damn good. And then these 4 shades here. Rowdy Rough Boys. Hello, Rowdy Rough Boys, you look very nice. Super Friends, which we've already tried, and then Crime Fighting. I like that there's a mixture of bright colors and then also some really nice neutrals as well. This is a very nice little color selection for me. Like, you could so easily just fully create different eye looks with all the ones that I just showed you. Like, all the swatches that I did would just be really, really nice eye looks on their own. Oh, that blue stains. I had that on my arm for a couple of seconds and okay, so for my eyes today, I'm going to go in with the P. Louise base. I don't actually know what shade this is in. So this one's in the shade number 2. And I definitely don't need that much, but we're just going to roll with it. Just going to slap that all over my lid. You all know the drill. Get it right up into my brows as well. See, that brow looks so much better with like the tail on it, with like the little microblading bit. Just gonna get rid of that eventually. It's like one of the only little bits left of microblading and it's just like chilling there. I'm like, go away. You did your job. You let me grow my brows a bit more. And now I need you to leave. Just go. Just go. Okay. I want to try and use a bunch of at least a load of like the fun shades. So I think I'm going to use that green on the inner corner, but we also have this to swatch. So this is the Mojo Jojo color stick. And I got this just because Mojo Jojo was an iconic character. And it just looks like this. Oh, pretty. I wasn't expecting it to be that kind of creamy and pigmented. Okay. So first I'm going to start off, this brush is clean by the way, it's just a bit stained. I'm going to go in with Crime Fighting, which is that neutral kind of brown shade. Make sure it's all slapped out. I'm going to go in with the tiniest little amount of that neutral shade. Just as a little transition there. There's quite a lot of fallout in the pan, as you can probably see. If I just go tap, 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 there is quite a bit of fallout. So just on that alone, I would probably suggest to do your eyes before you do your base makeup like I'm doing. And I'm probably going to be doing my eyeshadow like all over the place today. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Professor Utonium, just because I want to set my brow bone very lightly just while I'm here. So I'm just going to whack that on there. It's quite a subtle shimmer. Try a bit of the Maya instead. It's quite subtle so far, but we have only used the most subtle colours. So I'm then going to go with an angle brush. I don't know how this is going to go, to be quite honest with you. But I'm actually going to go straight in and kind of do like a liner sort of situation. So I'm going to take the blue and the green. I'm going to take the green first. And I'm going to stamp that onto my lash line. Ooh, that is quite pigmented. Okay, cool. I'm then just going to be wiping off my brush on my little wet wipe as I go. By the way, the palette is really, really nice. Like, I've tried some ColourPop palettes before and they were like a little bit more flimsy. Like, granted, they were the more affordable palettes that they do. But this one's got like a really nice mirror there. But yeah, I'm now going to go back in with the blue shade. So that was Rowdy Rough Boys. And I'm going to just start to wing that straight out. Like there, I'm thinking. And just start to drag that inwards. And then, yeah, just start to blend that on top of the green. And then I'll go back in with a bit of that green. I'm not taking off any of the blue because I want it to blend a little bit on my brush as well. Yeah, I'm just going to blend those two together. I'm actually going to bring that out entirely because I want it to be super sharp. So I'm literally just going to go all the way down with that blue that I just remembered stains everything. So hopefully I can take this off in a minute. And I'm going to take my wipe, get it around my nail, and very carefully sharpen that up. Kind of like that. Yeah, definitely do your eyes before you base with this palette because there's quite a bit of fallout. I like the way that's all blended though. Okay, so now I didn't really think this part through. I don't really think anything through. But I now think I'm going to take that same angle brush and go in with the pink on my crease a little bit. I want to do like a little line. But yeah, I'm going to go in with this pink here, the shade The Fashionistas. And the thing I need to make sure is that there's not too much fallout coming from this brush. But I want to kind of put it there. Do a little wiggle. I'm just going to do another little flick with it almost. I would like it if this pink was a lot more opaque, so I'm going to wet my brush just to see if I can get it looking any more opaque. I don't want to pile it on though because obviously I don't want there to be too much fallout. Kind of like that. I'm going to leave it at that for a minute. I might tweak it. Like everything obviously always looks different when you've got your lashes and everything on, but I actually quite like that. Okay, so now I'm going to dabble in with some of the shimmers, which I'm very excited for. And I'm going to go in with the shade Chemical X, which was the shimmery green that looked really, really nice on the swatch. So I'm making sure I just get like a good coverage of that on my brush. And I'm actually going to pop that right on the inner corner there. Quite like, not messily, I'm trying really hard, but just to make it sort of look like it's just like, it's just plopped there. And then I'll also blend it onto my lower lash line just a touch. That, as you can see, is super pigmented. Okay, cool. I'm actually going to take that angle brush again because I feel like connecting it to the green just ever so slightly could look quite nice. Shrimp mode initiated. We haven't initiated shrimp mode in a while. If your posture looks like this right now, don't change it. Just comment the shrimp emoji. Thank you. How many shrimps we got hanging around here? Okay. That, obviously I haven't really blended out too much yet. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup in a second because I want to do my under eyes. That so far actually, even though like the pink shade maybe wasn't as intense as I would maybe like it to be, I did also only do like a little bit, but I am going to put some on my lower lash line in a second. That's actually a really nice palette, just on like first impressions. There's a couple of shades like these here that are quite nice. I would imagine them to be better as like a finger swatch or something. But yeah, the bright colors, which I think is the main selling point for this palette, are actually very nice. Very nice. Do you know what I didn't do? I haven't used this yet. I'll probably use some of it on my face or something, but I'm not gonna go in with the color stick. And just kind of blink it into my waterline a bit. Go right in on my inner corner. It's really metallic. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that so far. So now, just to save a little bit of time, you all know the drill. I'm gonna go off camera, do my other eye, and do the majority of my base makeup, because like I said, I do also have one of their blushes to try, so I will just do my base makeup as normal. I'll try and make sure I list all the products down below. If I forget, as always, please call me out. Before we do a little transition and before I come back looking a whole lot more put together, if you guys aren't already subscribed and you would maybe like to consider subscribing, I would very much appreciate it. Only like half of you that actually watch my videos are subscribed to my channel, which is crazy. And as you all know, my notifications for YouTube have been like non-existent, quite frankly. You just click the bell and then click all for your notifications and you should get them. YouTube should notify you when I upload. Let me know if you got a notification this time around. It seems to be getting a little bit better, but yeah, let me know. So yeah, while I'm making myself look a whole lot more put together, you guys have a couple of seconds. If you want to subscribe, like, comment, do whatever, it all helps, then very much appreciated. Anyway, I'm gonna go do the other eye and the rest of my face, and I will check back with you guys in a second. All right, guys, I'm back. Added half a face of makeup. I used Tarte, completely left my brain then, Shape Tape, Laura Mercier powder, and then MAC Give Me Sun. I'm trying to look at my face, like, did I use anything else? So like I said, I'm gonna add one of the colors on my lower lash line. So I think I'm gonna go in with that pink again. So I'm gonna go in with this shader brush here and load that up. See, this wasn't that pigmented, but I wanna see what it's like on my lower lash line. Hopefully no fallout. See, it's like, you can obviously see it, it's bright pink, but it's not the most intense pink. So I do find that I have to kind of risk it a bit and make sure that I'm packing it on, which can then result in fallout. Oh, this eye look is funky though. I had no plans for this. I was just like, let me just try something. I like it. Let's do the other eye. It's a lot brighter now that I'm using a more denser brush and not a wing liner. Okay, I like this look. So now I'm just gonna go in with some mascara. This is actually the one from Aldi. It's the larger than life one. And I'm gonna run some mascara on my lashes. I'm obsessed with this eye look. I honestly had no idea what I was gonna do, but I'm obsessed with this. So then I figured I could just use one of these eyeshadows as highlights. So I think I'm gonna go in with the shade The Mayor. I think I'm actually just gonna go in with Professor Utonium again. So I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and let's see how this looks. Oh, that's pretty. That's actually such a nice highlighter. Okay, I wasn't like amazed by it on my brow bone, but actually on my cheeks, that looks so nice. So if you just keep blending it, then there's a couple of shimmer particles, but they just dust off. Ooh, happy with that. So now I'm gonna go in with this blusher here. So like I said, this is called the Saving the World blusher. They had 2 different shades and I was umming and ahhing about whether or not I was gonna get the lighter one or the dark one. And I picked up this one here. So this is like the more neutral sort of tone. Because the other one was definitely a lot more suited to deeper skin tones. So I think I'm actually going to go a little bit more heavy with the blush today. And I'm going to kind of go across my nose a little bit. So I'm going to build it up slowly. Because I have no idea how pigmented this is going to be. Lightly over my nose. It's quite a pigmented blush. I'm using the tiniest amount and tapping off quite a lot. And I'll go on my forehead a tiny bit as well. Then I'll go back in with my foundation brush just to lightly tap everything in place, just to make sure nothing's too intense. That is actually a really nice blusher. Very, very pigmented. So if you love intense blush, this could be a really good option for you. And it's cute. So yeah, if you were looking for like one product that you'll probably use most days, this is really nice. But also, to be honest, the eyeshadow palette, I mean, there's not too many deeper shades. Like this is definitely like an everyday kind of crease shade for me. And you can obviously do a load of different shimmery bits with that. This is actually quite a nice palette for a little bit of everything, really. I feel like if it maybe had one deeper color or something, maybe they could have taken inspiration from him, the bad guy. Like that could have been quite nice. But yeah, nice palette. Okay, I'm gonna go and do my lips, add some lashes, and then I'll show you guys the finished look. I am actually very, very excited about this. Okay, see you in a sec. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I literally just stretched my top over my shoulders because it wasn't looking right, and I didn't do anything to my hair because I couldn't be bothered. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, I put on this pink lip, and it is lost on my desk. It wasn't very good, it was this one. It was the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in the shades 16C. And it's a nice color, but it was a little bit, I don't know, sheer or something. Don't know. So guys, this is a finished look. I really, really love how it turned out. Like granted, I probably wouldn't wear the pink lip with this eye look, but I'm obsessed with how this eye look turned out. I'm 100% gonna be doing this again because it was actually fairly easy. To be honest, everything I tried was actually pretty decent. I wouldn't necessarily say that the color stick things are worth the money. Obviously, if there's a certain color you want, then go for it. I've got like lash glue on my nails. I'm just grubby. But yeah, these were good. It wasn't like they were bad. I just probably wouldn't buy another one just because, I don't know, I find that the eyeshadow kind of did the same thing. The eyeshadow palette, which I imagine is the product that most people are interested in, really, really nice. Like I said, the quality of the palette itself is actually really, really good. It's quite like a hefty, kind of good quality. You've got like a nice mirror in there as well, and the design is really nice. The colors are nice. A couple of the shades in there, like this pink, for example, that maybe weren't as pigmented or as like opaque as I'd maybe like them to be, but I still made it work. But this blue shade in particular, really freaking nice. And then the blusher was really nice as well, like just a nice kind of everyday blush, but also very pigmented, so you could get the full-on kind of like e-girl sort of look. As you might be able to see, I added a couple of little fake freckles as well. But yeah, really happy with how this turned out. I feel like super colorful right now. I feel like I just need to go and sit in a dark room because I'm like, who is that? There's a lot of color going on here, but I'm also kind of into it. Let me know what you think. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this makeup look, and if you do recreate it or if you use any of the products that I used today, then please feel free to tag me in your photos. Let me know as well in the comments what your kind of like childhood cartoon was or childhood show was. Like I said, I was all about Ed, Edd n Eddy, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, Arthur. Does anyone remember Arthur and Doug? Hey Arnold, Takeshi's Castle. That's kind of like completely different. It's not cartoon, but whew, Takeshi's Castle, Crystal Maze, Fort Boyard. I spent a lot of my childhood sitting in front of a screen, and nothing's really changed. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe if you want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. And like I said, only 50% of you guys that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so it will help me out a lot. Turn on notifications, like, comment, do all the above. You all know the drill. It all helps. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.